Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oke guys, kali ini kita akan mainin The Testament of Sherlock Holmes. Game yang bergenre kayak detektif kayak gitu. Ya, notabene ya gue dokter yang suka main game juga. Nah, baiklah, oke kita langsung aja main. Ini ada subtitle kan ya? Oke, subtitle English. Mau sensitivity-nya gue turunin dikit. Oke. Oke, kita langsung yuk. Oke, ini game dulu gue pengen banget mainin, cuman laptop gue nggak kuat. Ya sekarang alhamdulillah bisa main. Ini game dari Frog Games. Kita langsung skip aja ya guys ya. Ini intronya. Kita skip.
Watson, my dear fellow, we can now go and inform the Marquis that we have found the Samoan necklace, and very much faster than Inspector Baines, too, which
Jadi
pleases
ini
me.
ada kasus
Have you really solved the theft,
kehilangan
Holmes?
kalung
And so
Samoan.
quickly?
I have indeed, Watson,
Pemilik
and
rumah
believe
ini.
me, it was completely unnecessary to spread out all over
Jadi
London,
kita nggak perlu
as our
nyari
friend Baines thought was best.
nyari ke
He likes to
seluruh
boast that
London.
his
Karena
methods are
Inspektur
equal to
Ben
mine,
itu
but
adalah
once
yang
again
terbaik.
the outcome has contradicted him.
After all these years of accompanying you upon your investigations, I thought that by now I should be reasonably capable of following your train of thought. But in this particular case, I must admit that I don't understand anything at all.
Jadi John
Ah,
Watsonnya
you
dari
see,
seluruh
but you do
daneman
not
itu
observe,
dia
Watson.
tidak
There
mengerti.
lies the difference. It is a matter of course.
Nah, jadi
A
bukti-bukti itu
matter of
masih ada di
course,
sini.
in the middle of the night, when everyone is fast asleep, the
Jadi ini
service bell
deskripsi.
within that room rings out and alerts the servants. They dress quickly and come running, but the door is locked and there is a strong smell of burning from within. A few seconds later, the master of the house himself, the robbed Marchioness's husband, the Marquis of Conyngham, arrives and unlocks the door using the sole key. A fire has started inside the room, but they have managed to arrive in time to put it out. It is at that moment that the Marquis realizes that the famous Samoan necklace, which had been safe within its glass cabinet only a few hours earlier, has now disappeared.
In order to explain, let us confirm my theory before the arrival of Inspector Baines.
Oke, di sini kita jadi home. Jadi ceritanya tuh, jadi pemilik rumah ini namanya Marquis. Tiba-tiba malam itu kayak mendengar ada kegaduhan gitu loh. Jadi sebelum Marquis yang dengar, jadi tentaranya tuh udah ada kayak curiga gitu. Di kamar ini ada suara geruduk-geruduk, kayak ada apa kayak gitu kan. Nah, jadi setelah ini datang, ternyata pintunya terkunci. Jadi harus manggil pemilik rumah Marquis ini untuk minta kunci. Soul key tadi ada kata. Terus dia buka pintunya itu, terus pas digeledah tidak ada orang. Tapi pas ngelihat ke sini ya guys, ke kaca ini, ternyata sudah dalam keadaan pecah dan kaget. Namanya Samoan key ya, udah hilang. Wah, kaget nih pemiliknya kan. Terus di mana ini pencurinya? Nah, terus ya gitu. Nih kita harus membuktikan deduksi kita sebelum Inspektur Baines ini datang. Jadi intinya ya kita analisis ini geraknya WASD. Look at the broken showcase. Ini gelas
This
kaca
window
pecah.
was cut with a diamond, a
Dipotong oleh
clean,
diamond ya.
discreet piece of work. This is
Kursi.
where the necklace was.
See how tiny the hole is, and not one fingerprint upon the window.
Nggak ada sidik jari juga di sana. Terus kita ke left window.
All the windows
Ini
are
ada
locked.
sesuatu.
They've not been forced.
Tidak ada pemaksaan.
A mark
pembukaan.
undoubtedly made by a diamond. Someone
Oh,
tried to
ini
cut the glass, but he was interrupted.
Alat yang
Therefore,
sama
the thief tried to
membuka
escape
tadi.
through the window, but he was interrupted.
Oh, jadi pas pencurinya ini coba buka jendela ini kayak ada yang ganggunya. Mungkin tadi kan ada di cerita itu kayak tentaranya, pemilik rumah ini kayak tiba-tiba langsung gedor-gedor. Terus pasti pencuri ini kaget gitu, harus ngapain. Terus go to the chimney, you will see the hand icon to the magnet. Oh, chimney kayak buffet gitu. Kita ambil dulu kaca pembesar. Can open inventory by right mouse button. Kita ambil. Terus kita ke near the piano ya. Oke. Dapat. Oh, ini.
Let us examine the crumpled scores that have fallen off the piano.
Oh, selembaran nada ini yang jatuh di dekat piano. Ada apa ini?
These sooty prints were left by a tiny hand.
I don't understand why these music scores are covered with soot.
Nah, ini juga. Jadi tangannya kayaknya kecil pencurinya. Terus orang Windows switch the first button. WASD kayak biasa, shift run R. To move to just left click on the destination. Kita R lagi. Oh, jadi R itu kayak ganti-gantinya. Ini move faster. Oh, ini skill 6 sense. Ada apa? Oh, ini.
These documents are not very interesting, even though they're addressed to the
jadi
Minister of
Marquis ini
Maritime
adalah
Affairs.
The
Menteri
Marquis himself.
Kelautan kayak gitu loh kalau di kita.
A
Ini
candle.
oh,
It must have fallen
lilin.
from the chandelier.
Itu jatuh dari atas tempat. Oh, ini ada lagi, guys.
Not very well kept, this aquarium. I can see a dead fish floating on the
Oh,
surface.
jadi ada ikan mati di permukaan. Oh, ini ada apa?
This draft screen makes an ideal hiding
Sekat
place.
ini
As the theft was
bagus
committed at
sekali untuk
night,
tempat
I
bersembunyi.
conclude that the thief hid himself behind the draft screen and waited until he was alone in the room.
Jadi dia nunggu pencuri ini sampai ruangan ini sepi.
Strange, there aren't any prints. Yet I'm
Tapi
sure
aneh,
that the thief hid
nggak ada
here.
jejak kaki atau apapun. Oke, kita explore lagi. Oh, ini ada banyak, guys.
Heading towards his chosen escape route, probably the window, the thief knocked over the stool, which then caught fire.
But why didn't he try to put the fire out at once?
Oh, dia coba di tungku api.
Strange. There are some objects here that have been knocked
Oh,
over.
ini kayak kesenggol gitu ya. Ini
The fire started here, just beneath the bell pull.
Whoever pulled the cord would have had his feet in the fire, unless it was pulled before the fire started.
kakinya mesti ada kena sedikit
Footprints.
terbakar.
You are not going to get on your knees to examine them.
There is no need.
Terlalu
It is
banyak.
soot. The servants must have trodden in it while they were putting out the
Banyak
fire.
ada jejak kaki tentaranya juga. Oh, ini apa?
The chest wasn't opened. The necklace wasn't in it.
Oh, ini enggak pernah terbuka. Ada lagi, guys. Oh, ini
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
It's not been forced. Tidak ada. Apa ini?
What do you think, Holmes?
Let us search the room before the police get here. We might throw some light onto all this.
Usahalah. Nanya. John Watson. Parah, guys.
When the servants arrived at the door, having been alerted by the bell, they saw evidence of the theft and the fire, but they didn't see the thief.
This door is very hard to force. The Marquis is the only person to have the key. The thief could not get out through here until eventually, when the door was opened by the servants.
Jadi pintunya
Mr.
tuh kayak
Holmes,
kokoh banget. Nggak
you're
mungkin
already here.
digedor
Good morning, Inspector. You've arrived
Mungkin
just
bisa
in
keluar
time.
dengan mudah.
Scotland Yard arrives like the cavalry, always in the nick of time. Ah, but I know that satisfied expression, Mr. Holmes.
Silakan baca.
Have you
guys.
already solved the case?
Nanti gue jelasin
It's
kalau
possible.
We have retraced the thief's rather unusual footsteps. He is a true acrobat. But what I cannot understand is that when the servants entered the room, there was no one to be seen. An acrobat, perhaps, but an invisible one? I do not think so.
The only explanation is that the thief escaped before the servants arrived. I don't know how, but there is no other way.
Half a point for the doctor, nil for the inspector.
I am pleased to see that you find the situation amusing, Mr. Holmes. Very well then, explain.
Dr. Watson was correct when he mentioned acrobatics, but he is mistaken about the nature of the acrobat. As for you, Baines, you're quite incorrect, as the thief was in the room when the servants entered.
Explain, for heaven's sake, Mr. Holmes.
Watson, how could a thief be missed in the middle of 8 men?
I don't know. Because he is very small? Stop teasing us, Holmes.
Exactly, because he is small and remarkably agile.
You're thinking of a monkey?
And a trained monkey at that, without a doubt, a Leontopithecus rosalia from Central America. The animal had been hidden inside the room for several hours, calmly awaiting the signal from his master. Once night had fallen and the room was empty, a high-frequency whistle alerted the monkey that it was time to begin the procedure for which he had been trained. The monkey emerged from his hiding place and used the point of a diamond to open the glass cabinet and steal the necklace. He headed across to the window by the chimney, but knocked over the stool, which in turn knocked aside the fire guard and started the fire. The frightened monkey jumped from the chimney by swinging from the bell pull, thus alerting the house servants. He then went to the window and began to use his diamond to cut a hole, but was interrupted by the staff trying to gain entry via the door, and he panicked again. He ran across the piano, scattering the music scores onto the floor, before hiding inside the chandelier, knocking over a candle. Finally, the servants and the Marquis entered the room, leaving the door open while they put out the fire. It was during the confusion that our agile little thief made his escape through the doorway. As simple as that.
A brilliant explanation. Bravo, Holmes.
And the necklace?
I can see it from here, my friends. It's right in front of us.
We have searched the room from top to bottom, Holmes. How were we unable to find it?
Because we paid insufficient attention to the only victim of this affair.
What victim? No one is dead?
Yes,
Yani-
Watson, a poor
Ah,
goldfish
coba.
whose destiny was to die, crushed by one of the most precious necklaces in England.
Dengerin dulu.
The aquarium is
Watson.
just beneath the chandelier. I understand.
The little monkey had likely hung the necklace around its neck and lost it when he leapt from the chandelier. The jewels fell into the aquarium, where they remain now.
Ketemu guys. Emang deduksi Sherlock Holmes tuh ya terkenal gitu sih. Kalau kalian juga baca-baca buku.
Marquis, here is your necklace, intact, just a little wet.
Mr. Holmes, this brilliant demonstration does credit to your reputation.
Thank you so much, Marquis. Do you wish to verify the authenticity of your jewel?
No, I recognize it. I have spent many hours admiring it, you know.
Good. I will return it to its box and...
Inspector, a bank has just been held up. You must follow me at once. Orders of Scotland Yard.
What times?
Sirs, duty calls. My regards, Marquis. And well done again, Mr. Holmes.
There, the necklace is in its box. We've lost enough time here. Let's go home, Watson.
Oh, easy.
Ah,
Kayak
very well, as you
Sherlocknya
wish.
bilang,
A good day
please,
to you,
please, kita
Marquis.
buang-buang waktu
With
aja."
pleasure, gentlemen. And once again, thank you.
Oke guys, itu perkenalan dari sosok seorang Sherlock Holmes. Selanjutnya bakalan ngapain nih? Oh, jadi udah pulang nih. Ini rumahnya Sherlock sama Watson. Ya, kalau kalian nonton kayak episodenya itu
This morning's newspaper. Holmes, have you read this article about you?
No, Watson, not yet, and I won't have time to.
Read it before you leave. It's outrageous.
If you insist.
Oke guys, ini sudah auto save. Oke. Semoga suka dengan videonya. Sampai jumpa di video-video selanjutnya. Bye bye.